Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Jank Pack Thursday has returned. Last week was Janksgiving. And, I guess I'm thankful that I got the Vegemite out of the way, and I know in my heart of hearts not to do that one again. But, the question now lies as to what do I do with the rest of that jar? I'm wondering if it's possible to maybe incorporate it into some sort of a soup base or something, but I don't know. For me, eating it directly, I don't think is going to work. However, it is the last day of November. Wow, this year has kind of flown by. Anyway, we're going to get in. We have 44 things left on the list. We're going to shuffle, and weirdly, no ad this week. I wonder what makes it decide when to pop one up and when to not pop one up. But I digress. We shuffle. Let's spin. Let's see what in the world comes up this week. We spin! Oh, look at it turn with all the possibilities of the universe. But what will the universe hand us today? The universe today / this week will hand us some more animal cards from my friend up in Canada who has sent us many wonderful packs. Wildlife in danger. That should be an interesting one. Because honestly, we all love some animals. We'll see you over at the table in a second. Wildlife in danger. Last time we had some animal cards actually came from the same very lovely young woman with the San Diego Zoo. We got us a red panda, and I cannot remember what is even on the cover on the cover of the package of the Wildlife in Danger cards. But doesn't matter. It's animals. We love animals. That's Fievel, Home Alone, Star Wars. There we go. Wildlife in Danger. We got us some penguins up there. And we got us the WWF Panda. 8 collector cards from Panini. Haven't seen the old Knight in a while there. Let's examine the pack, shall we? Photos by, we've got the photo credits. Cover that. Ooh, you could win one of 1,000 WWF stuffed animals. I'll take the Iron Sheik, please. No indication of the year. However, we're going to get into it. Look at the penguins. So just a quick little weather update. The snow hit Buffalo in some areas pretty good this week. I know some areas were over a foot, but here, just outside of Rochester, as is weirdly the way, when Buffalo gets a massive snowstorm, we tend to not get much. There is not much snow on the ground. The roads are clear at the moment, but the quote-unquote winter wonderland is going to be upon us. Ooh, little nasty glare coming off stick of gum. But, weather aside, it's kind of ironic. Actually, what's more ironic is that everybody always thinks of penguins as an Arctic or Antarctic creature, but I think of the 30 or so species of penguins, I believe only 5 of them, or some small percentage, actually live in sub-zero temperatures. The majority of them are weirdly on, like, beaches and things. And it makes you wonder, have we been wrong about penguins all the time, and the Arctic penguins just simply want to leave? I don't know. If I could get into the mind of a penguin. But we got, how many was it here? 8 collector cards. And since there thankfully is no gum, we'll go on a Ploog hunt afterward, and it will be just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Happy end of November also, by the way. And we will begin with a rather majestic-looking muskox. We've got some information. Oh, good, I can try to pronounce Latin. Ovibos moschatus. This strange wild ox, once hunted for its long coat, is 1.8 to 2.45 meters in length. Oh, God. It's been a long time since I've had to convert meters, but I think... I don't even know. That's a big animal. so probably 7, 8 feet, and 1.1 to 1.45 meters tall, and there are two varieties. They are found in Alaska, Canada, and Greenland. Greenland, clearly one of the most ironically named countries in the world. Never been there, but all the pictures I've seen doesn't appear to be much greenery in Greenland. Number 2, Kato, Black Panther. You can tell that by those eyes he is up to some Kato nonsense. Panthera pardus. This animal is not a species in itself, but simply the dark-haired form of the leopard. Did I know that? I honestly don't know. Black individuals occur occasionally wherever the leopard is found, including Africa and Asia, but are common in India and especially Java. Interesting. I think I knew that, but I don't for 100% know. Well, we got us the winning card, and I saw something. I'm moving off to the side. Hopefully you didn't see it. The Hawaiian Goose. Is that not an interesting combination? We've got Susan the Goose and Stick of Gum from Hawaii have now combined into the ultimate card, the Hawaiian Goose. Oh boy. Branta sanvicensis. Oh, I'm wondering if these are actually still around. By 1952, only 30 of these geese, which are also called nene, were left. Some were taken to the Slimbridge Wildfowl Trust in England where they reproduced, and the species has now become numerous again. Well, that's good news. I'm going to have to look that up. But a surfer, if you're more than likely in the chat, but let me know what your knowledge of the Hawaiian goose is, because it's a cool-looking little goose, but I don't know anything about it. Then we have, from small to large, we have the blue whale. Whoa. Balanoptera musculus? The largest animal ever seen on Earth. Well, by humans. I believe that there were some other much larger animals back in the day. Up to 30 meters long and weighing over 150 tons. That is a massive, massive creature. It is found in all the oceans and is now protected, but whaling had reduced its numbers to about 11,000. And I honestly, truly hope at this point in our lives, in society, we have determined the need to not continue to commercially whale or hunt for sharks. It's kind of gotten ridiculous. Ooh, look at you, little cutie. The Tasmanian devil. They are loud, obnoxious, screechy little monsters. Ooh, he's completely vertical. This is one of the largest marsupial. Oh, wait, he is Sarcophilus harrisi. This is one of the largest marsupials in the Dasyurid family, and is up to 75 centimeters long overall. A savage meat-eater, almost said man-eater, but who knows. With powerful teeth, it has now disappeared from Australia, except for Tasmania. Did not know that. I thought it was all over the Australian landscape, and basically it was called Tasmanian devil because that's where it originated. Fascinating. Love his ears. Look at his ears. 2 more cards. The thorn lizard. Well, which one is it? Is it this thing or is it this thing? Moloch horridus. This lizard's body and tail are covered with large spiny scales, giving it a monstrous appearance. It lives in the deserts and plains of Australia, where its favorite food is black ants and other small invertebrates. That is a cool... Can you imagine how hungry... In all honesty, I've asked this question about not only humans when we started eating lobsters, because if you look at them, they're aliens, or giant space bugs. How hungry would a creature have to be to try to turn this into lunch? You've got to be really hungry. Penultimate card, and then we got us a good one at the end. Northern gannet. Is that some sort of bird? Yes, it is. Oh, it's a 3-namer. Sulidae sulabasana. This large marine bird with its white body and black wingtips is often confused with gulls. I 100% would have called that some sort of seagull. The northern gannet frequents coastal saltwaters on North America's Atlantic coast, as well as Iceland, the British Isles, and the Azores. In breeding season, this bird can be found nesting on rocky islands with steep cliffs. Speaking of birds and nesting, I pose a question to you. How many of you have actually seen a baby pigeon? I've seen a lot of pigeons going through various cities. I can't recall honestly, and I've seen pigeon nests, but I don't think I've ever actually seen a baby pigeon. It's one of those things. I can't recall knowing anybody that's ever seen one. If you've seen a baby pigeon, please let me know down in the comments. And our final card, it's a bit of a promo card, but it doesn't matter because Panda, WWF Panda, the World Wildlife Fund Canada, is part of a network of 28 affiliate organizations. See, I even said it like the Canadians would. Organizations with 3.7 million supporters around the world. I have no idea what year this is, but I bet it's a lot more. Priorities for action are defined by the world's most authoritative scientific conservation organization. Good God, that was a mouthful. The International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, ICUN. That's easy. IUCN. Maybe it's not easy. Which represents over 3,000 experts and 5,000 government and non-government members. Since its founding in 1961, the WWF has raised over 500 million Canadian for over 5,000 projects in 130 countries. I honestly did not know that the World Wildlife Fund was Canadian-based. I did not know that. But pandas aren't. I wish the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, whoever they want to be called, can explain to me the nature of the panda. They're Pokemon. Pandas are Pokemon that have come to life. Because there's so many animals, and I mentioned this to a friend the other day when I was talking on the phone with her. There are several animals that are such a strange conglomeration of things that they almost defy reality. The panda is one of them. Their little combat roles. And how do they manage to fall from such incredible heights that they don't just explode? I mean, we've all seen the videos of the pandas falling out of trees and rolling down hills and whatnot. I don't know, it is absolutely amazing. But these cards were absolutely amazing too. And shout out to my wonderful friend, a fantastic young woman who has sent not only this, but the Craftsman tools, several other packs still in the box. What else? She sent the San Diego Zoo cards, among other things. And it's been cause for some absolute fun. And this was another pack of fun. Hey, another pack of fun. That's what that we could tag this series. But we're going to move on because there is no gum. Yeah. And I'm not eating the Vegemite again. Nope. But we have our Milestone Shoutout and then a little football rant. But our Milestone Shoutout, you know them, you love them, you should be sub to them. And if you're not, please go sub to him and make sure you tell others to sub to him. Sensei Domino 15, Tony, the man with one of the greatest collections of vintage cards and old tobacco cards that I really have ever seen. It's one of the top 3, I think, most eclectic collections that I've run across on YouTube with stuff like that. The man with the golden voice, the host of the Spine Ticks After Party, Saturday night / Sunday morning, depending on how long Spine Ticks goes, usually about 2, 3 in the morning. Always an amazing replay because he's pulling out TTMs and you get to see stuff that you didn't know existed. And it's absolutely wonderful. He's at 584 right now, well deserving of more than that, but let's get the ball rolling, get him up to 600 subs. Now, somehow, even despite Joe Burrow not being in the game, I managed to actually win fantasy football. Brandon Jacobs helped a lot, and now he's on a bye week. So that's going to be fun. So I was able to squeak by 22 comics last week. Coming up this week, Capo Comics is my opponent, and I don't know. My team is, we'll see, because I'm down Brandon Jacobs, which really is unfortunate because my backup running back is Jamal Williams, and he's just not really been able to find his footing ever since the injury. Now, I know what you're going to say. I can hear it now. David, if you're in the chat, I can 100% hear what you're about to say. Oh, but Zach, look how good the Steelers looked. And yes, they did look pretty good. I'm going to prep for a Ploog hunt, by the way, while I'm ranting. And yes, they did look rather good. They looked like a proper offense. They were moving the ball. They were using the middle of the field. They were using Pat Freiermuth properly. I am very ecstatic. However, Kenny Pickett still has the lowest, that word, lowest, completion rate or percentage of completions to touchdowns, not only this year. Since the NFL merger in 1970, there has been one quarterback with at least 500 completion attempts that has been below the 2% threshold for passes to touchdowns. You know who that quarterback is? That's right, Kenny Pickett. The Steelers can have absolutely horrible red zone efficiency, and my fear is, had they been playing a good team with a good quarterback and they got behind, I'm not sure yet if this offense could keep up. So, yes, Matt Canada is gone, and yes, it showed that he was the massive detracting factor from any sort of success. However, there's still another couple of kinks that need to be ironed out. And don't think about praising Mike Tomlin for his decision, because one, he didn't fire him. He can claim it all he wants, he didn't fire him. And number two, with all this stuff coming out about how Matt Canada flat out refused to allow assistant coaches to aid in the game planning, and you kept him on for almost 2 years. This is the first time the Steelers have had over 400 yards in a long time. We'll see next week. Like I say, at this point, let Kenny Pickett throw. Take the reins completely off him. Let him go. Just let him do what he wants, and let's see if there's any possibility of hope that he could be the quarterback, or if we have to worry about getting another quarterback in this draft, which I think we do. Moving on. Last week, I think we actually got one. What did we get? Oh, yeah, the Laughing Cavalier. We're getting close to the base set, and then looks like the snow's actually starting up again, so I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to do some running around just to beat the snow. But we're going for a couple more. Do we have a Metallic Storm? We do not. That is all right. We still get a couple packs. But we start off with the checklist. We have this one. Excuse me, but everybody loves a checklist, in my opinion. Oh, look at his friend. He's like, hello, friend. Hello, human friend. I'm going to eat you. I'm going to eat you. Can I keep him? No, George. No, George, buddy, you should not keep him. I love that one. That's a metaphoric card. Possessed. Exactly. It is a metaphoric card. What do we have here? Riding the dinosaur while shooting at a spaceship. The Dinosaur Trials. We do not need that one. I think we saw this one last week with the Centaur battle. Yep, Centaur's Turf. Quick glance. And actually, Alex Big Blue mentioned that. He did a video a while ago talking about casting like the Universal monsters as comic characters, more specifically like Marvel characters, and he said that he said Mr. Sinister is Dracula, and now I can't unsee that. We have Fight to the Finish. We've got that is a tiny dragon that's going to grow up to be a big problem. Dragons can't fly. Yes, they could. Yes, they can. See? I don't know what kind of dragon it is, but it's a nasty looking one. Sentry. Would not like to run into that. Oh, please, please. Rip and the Little Men.
Hey, Brother Rip, shout out. We need 81, and this is Baba Yaga. We have seen her before because I think traditionally Baba Yaga was a female spirit. Yeah, the old hag, as they say. That was the old term for the old witchy woman. Unfortunately, we were skunked this time, so onto the pile with you, but we always have a good... Hey, skunked this time. We were talking about animals. That's funny. So this has been a fun one. They've all been really fun, but I like looking at animals. That Tasmanian devil, where he at? Look at him. Got those eyes, got those ears, and he's gonna be ready to do some damage. Plus a panda. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you all for stopping by. We're probably approaching the 20-minute mark at this point, and I can't thank you enough to anybody that's sitting in the chat that decided to spend some time with me. Shoutouts once again this week. Sensei Domino 15 for our Milestone Shoutout. He's 16 away from 600. We need to change that. My fantasy football opponent, Cup of Comics. And throw a shout out to Alex Big Blue because... now, every time I see Dracula and or Mr. Sinister, I'm going to be thinking of one and the same. I got out of this in 20 minutes and didn't have to eat anything horrendous, so I call this a major victory. That's the way to end November. Hope everybody is well. We will see you tomorrow for December the 1st, which also is going to be the drawing for the second Allen and Ginter 2023 Blaster giveaway for my non-US based friends to help participate in Spinach Day 2023. That's going to do it. Everybody have a good one. Thanks for coming. We will see you later.